Welcome to another exciting episode of Lessons Straight from the Heart. I am your host, Dopsy. Today's story is how we learn that fear holds us back, and when it does, it costs us everything. Fear is a thief. It steals opportunities, silences dreams, and keeps us locked in a life smaller than the one we were meant to live. Let's hear Daniel's story.
Hi, my name is Daniel, and I am about to tell you my story. Some years ago, I was in love. I knew she was the one, but every time I thought about proposing, fear crept in. What if she says no? What if I'm not ready? What if I fail her? So I kept waiting. I told myself I needed the right moment, the perfect time. But the truth? I was just scared. Days turned to weeks, and weeks turned to months and years. I waited too long, and someone else didn't. Some guy had proposed to her, and she accepted. My world came crashing. It really was over. I drove myself to the clubhouse, sitting at the bar with empty bottles of my favorite liquor I had consumed. An older man sat beside me, noticing everything about me. He said,
"You know, son, the worst thing in life isn't rejection. It's regret. At least if you try, you'll know. But if you wait too long, someone else might take your chance."
That moment changed me. I realized fear didn't just stop me. It stole something I would never get back.
Daniel is not the only one who's battled fear. Many of you have written in, sharing your own stories of pushing past fear to take a chance. Before we take the next story, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to @MailDopsy on all major platforms. Now, let's hear the next story.
My name is Josh. I'm from Texas, and my story begins. Since I was a kid, I wanted to be a musician, but every time I had a chance to perform, fear stopped me. What if I mess up? What if people laugh at me? So I kept my music to myself. Then one day, I went to an open mic night just to watch. There was a guy on stage, no better than me, but he was up there, living my dream. That's when it hit me. The only difference between us was that he had the courage to try. I finally did it. I got on stage. My voice shook, my hands trembled, but I did it. And the moment I started, the fear disappeared.
Josh's story reminds us, fear only has power when we let it stop us. The moment we take action, we take that power back.
I am Marcus from California, and here's my story. I had a falling out with my father. Years passed, and I told myself, I'll call him soon. But I was afraid. Afraid he wouldn't forgive me. Afraid I wouldn't know what to say. So I waited. Then one day, I got the call, but not the one I wanted. He was gone. Just like that.
Marcus's story is one too many people can relate to. Fear doesn't just hold us back. It can rob us of moments we'll never get back. Now I will ask you, what's something fear has taken from you? A dream? An opportunity? A love you never pursued? Today, take one step toward facing it. Say it out loud. Write it in the comments. Or send us an DM or an email. Because the moment you acknowledge fear, it starts to lose its grip. Fear only wins if we let it. But courage? Courage changes everything. If this story spoke to you, don't let fear keep you silent. Take one action today. And if you know someone who needs this message, share it with them. It might be the push they need. Lessons straight from the heart, where stories shape destiny. Follow @MailDopsy on all major platforms. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Discord, Threads, and X. Remember, life is a story. Let's tell it together.